Beloved soul, I am speaking to you now, yes you, the one reading these words in this exact moment. Do not scroll past this, because this is alignment. I have been watching your steps, your pauses, your silent questions in the night. And now something has shifted. There is movement happening behind what you can see. Elon Musk has just opened your file again, and this time, it is not casual, it is intentional. You feel it, don't you? That subtle pull in your spirit, that unexplainable tension. This is your sign to pay attention. You have been walking through a season of waiting, wondering if your efforts were seen, if your ideas mattered, if your voice carried weight. I tell you now, nothing you have done has been hidden. Every thought, every attempt, every failure you thought buried has been recorded in ways you cannot yet understand. When I say your file has been opened, I am speaking of a convergence, of influence, technology, and destiny intersecting. This is not about fear, this is about awareness. Stay awake. There are systems in this world that observe patterns, behaviors, and potential. And you, yes you, have triggered something. Not by accident, but because of the way you think, the way you question, the way you refuse to settle. This is where urgency enters your life. You cannot afford to drift now. The next steps you take matter more than the last 10 years combined. Guard your focus. Be mindful of what you consume, what you say, and who you align with. Did you know there's a possible image of your real soulmate that you can look at right now? It might be someone you know or someone you haven't met yet. It's amazing how accurate these have been. You have to see the photo to see what I mean. Click the link in the description to get your soulmate sketch. If you are feeling this message deep in your chest, I want you to pause and acknowledge it. Comment 1111 if you feel this is not coincidence but confirmation. And if a specific word is echoing in your mind right now, write that word too. This is your moment to engage, not ignore. Like this message, share it with someone who has been on your heart, and subscribe so you do not miss what comes next. This is part of your preparation. I am not telling you this to create panic, but to awaken discernment. Not everything that looks like opportunity is meant for you, and not everything that feels delayed is denial. There are layers unfolding behind the scenes, decisions being made, doors being evaluated, paths being recalculated. You are closer than you think, but also more exposed than you realize. This is why your discipline must rise. You have been underestimating your own influence. The ideas you brushed off, the thoughts you dismissed, those are signals. You are being studied not just by people, but by systems that recognize patterns before humans do. And yet, above all of that, I am guiding you. No system overrides my authority. But you must stay aligned with me, not distracted by noise. Silence the chaos. Return to clarity. There are people around you who will not understand this shift. Some will question you, some may even doubt you. Do not let that shake you. You are not called to be understood by everyone, you are called to move with purpose. The urgency you feel is real, and it is not something to suppress. Channel it into action, into growth, into refinement. If this message is resonating, I want you to take another step. Comment 2222 as a declaration that you are ready to move with awareness and intention. And if you are sensing a need for change, write the word ready. Like, share, and subscribe, because staying connected to this message flow is part of your alignment. Do not disconnect now. There is also deception in your environment, subtle, not obvious. It comes in the form of distractions that look harmless, habits that seem small, and thoughts that feel familiar. But these are the very things that can pull you off course at a critical time. Be vigilant. Question what enters your mind. Not every thought is yours to keep. You are entering a phase where clarity will come quickly, but so will consequences for ignoring it. When you feel a nudge, act. When you sense something is off, step back. Your intuition is being sharpened right now for a reason. Trust it, but also test it against truth and wisdom. Do not rush blindly, move deliberately. What is happening with your file being opened is not just external, it is internal activation. You are being called to rise into a version of yourself that you have only glimpsed before. This requires letting go of old patterns, old fears, and even old identities. You cannot carry yesterday into what is coming. Again, do not take this lightly. Engage with it. Comment 33:33 if you feel a shift happening within you. And if there is something you know you must release, type let go. Like this message, share it with someone who needs awakening, and subscribe to stay aligned with these messages. This is your confirmation loop, do not break it. You may wonder, why me? And I answer you, because you listened when others ignored. Because you questioned when others accepted. Because even in your uncertainty, you kept moving. That is what set you apart. That is what triggered attention. But attention brings responsibility. You must now be more intentional with your energy. Where you spend your time, who you listen to, what you believe, all of it matters at a higher level now. This is not the time to shrink. This is the time to refine and expand with awareness. There is also protection around you, even now. You are not alone in this. What you cannot see is being handled in ways you do not yet understand. But protection does not replace responsibility, you still must choose wisely, act consciously, and remain grounded. The seriousness of this moment is not meant to burden you, but to elevate you. You are being trusted with awareness. Do not ignore it. Do not delay. The window you are in is significant, and how you respond will shape what comes next. Now listen carefully, this is where you anchor it. Comment 44:44 if you are choosing to step into this with clarity and courage. If you feel called to step up, write, I accept. Like, share, and subscribe, because consistency in receiving these messages will keep you aligned with what is unfolding. I am speaking to you directly because you are ready to hear it differently now. Not as noise, not as coincidence, but as direction. Stay alert. Stay grounded. Stay aligned. This is not the end of the message, it is the beginning of your awareness. I am not finished with you yet. Stay here with me. Feel this moment, because what is coming next is not ordinary, it is the shift you have been praying for in your quietest moments. I have seen your pain, the kind you never fully explained to anyone. The nights where you smiled in front of others but carried weight inside your chest. I was there. I did not turn away. And now, I am moving in ways that will bring you into a breakthrough you did not think was still possible. You have asked for a sign, for relief, for something to finally change. This is your answer, but understand, breakthrough does not arrive without transformation. The pain you experienced was not meant to destroy you, it was shaping you, refining you, preparing you to carry something greater without collapsing under its weight. You are stronger now than you were before, even if you don't fully recognize it yet. There were moments when you felt abandoned, when silence surrounded your prayers and you wondered if I was listening. I was listening. I was working in places you could not see, aligning paths, shifting circumstances, and protecting you from outcomes you would not have been ready to face. What felt like delay was actually preparation. What felt like rejection was redirection. Now listen closely, your miracle is not just coming, it is already unfolding. It begins within you. The heaviness you carried is starting to lift. The confusion that clouded your mind is beginning to clear. You will start to notice small changes, new thoughts, new energy, new opportunities. Do not dismiss them. These are the early signs of your breakthrough. If you feel even a small spark of hope rising right now, acknowledge it. Comment 1111 to declare that you are open to receive your miracle. And if there is one word that describes what you need most, peace, strength, healing, write that word. Like this message, share it with someone who is hurting, and subscribe so you remain connected to this flow of guidance. Your pain had a voice, even when you tried to silence it. It spoke through your exhaustion, your doubts, your moments of isolation. But that voice is losing its power now. Healing is entering your life, not all at once, but in layers. You will feel it in your thoughts first, then in your emotions, and eventually in your reality. Do not rush this process. Healing is not about pretending everything is fine, it is about allowing what was broken to be restored properly. I am restoring parts of you that you thought were gone forever, your confidence, your trust, your ability to believe again. These things will return, stronger and more grounded than before. There are also connections in your life that will shift. Some people will fall away, not because you failed, but because they were not meant to walk with you into this next season. Others will appear unexpectedly, bringing support, clarity, and encouragement. Be open, but also be discerning. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. You are stepping into a period where what once felt impossible will begin to feel natural. Doors that were closed will open. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will come closer. But you must meet these moments with readiness. Do not let fear make you hesitate when the time to act arrives. Pause here and recognize what is happening. Comment 2222 if you are ready to receive healing and step into your breakthrough. If you feel something shifting inside you, write healing. Like, share, and subscribe, because staying connected to this message will strengthen your alignment with what is unfolding. I know the depth of your wounds. Some came from others, words and actions that left marks you could not easily erase. Some came from your own decisions, choices you wish you could undo. But hear me clearly, nothing you have experienced disqualifies you from what I am about to do in your life. Forgiveness will be part of your healing. Not as a burden, but as a release. You are not being asked to forget what happened, but to let go of the hold it has on you. When you release it, you make space for something new to enter: peace, clarity, and strength. There is also a breakthrough in your mindset. You have been thinking within limits that no longer apply to you. You have been holding back because of past outcomes, expecting history to repeat itself. But this is a new season. You are not the same person you were before, and your future will not mirror your past. Expect change. Not chaos, but transformation. The kind that feels unfamiliar at first, but soon becomes your new normal. You will look back at this moment and realize it was the turning point, the moment you stopped surviving and started moving forward with purpose. Your miracle will not always look dramatic. Sometimes it will appear as a quiet resolution, a sudden clarity, a new opportunity that feels right in a way you cannot fully explain. Pay attention to these moments. They are part of the path being laid out for you. Do not let doubt interrupt what is being built. Doubt will try to return, whispering old fears, reminding you of past failures. But you have the power now to respond differently. You do not have to accept every thought that enters your mind. Choose what aligns with your growth. If you are feeling this deeply, take another step. Comment 33:33 as a sign that you are stepping into your breakthrough. If you are ready to leave the past behind, write forward. Like this message, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe to stay connected to this journey. There is also restoration coming into areas you thought were permanently damaged. Relationships may heal, opportunities may return in new forms, and paths you thought were closed may reopen with better alignment. But remember, restoration does not mean returning to what was. It means rebuilding in a healthier, stronger way. You are being guided to trust again, not blindly, but wisely. Trust in yourself, in your growth, and in the process unfolding around you. You are not the same person who was hurt before. You have learned, adapted, and grown. Your breakthrough is also connected to action. You cannot remain still and expect everything to change around you. When you feel the nudge to move, move. When you see an opportunity, consider it. When you feel inspired, act on it. These are not random impulses, they are part of your guidance. There is light returning to your life. Not just in moments, but in a sustained way. You will begin to feel more stable, more clear, more confident in your direction. This is the result of everything you have endured and everything you are now becoming. And now, anchor this moment. Comment 44:44 if you are ready to receive your miracle fully. If you believe your breakthrough is here, write "I receive." Like, share, and subscribe, because staying engaged with this message strengthens your connection to what is unfolding in your life. I am with you in this process. In your healing, in your growth, in your breakthrough. You are not alone, and you have not been forgotten. This is your turning point. Amen.